Hi guys, it's time for chapter 9. In the last chapter, Junie B made a really not nice decision to give May coal for Christmas, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see if she actually gives that coal. Chapter 9, the bestest gift. The next morning, Mother gave me a $5 bill to spend at the gift shop. I took it in my hand. Big whoop, I said. I would not actually recommend saying that comment. I got marched to my room for a timeout. While I was there, I unzipped my backpack and I checked on the coal. It was still there, safe and sound in a plastic baggie. After that, I got the $5 Grandpa Miller gave me, and I added it to Mother's money, and I hid all of my dollars in the bottom of my shoe. Hiding money in your shoe is a good way to keep it safe from pickpocket people. I saw that on the Travel Channel. But I must have done something wrong, I think, on account of my dollars got very wadded up at the end of my sock, and they pressed against my piggy toe. That's how come when I got to room 9, I took off my shoe and I rubbed my toe all better. May looked over at me and she made a face and held her nose. That's disgusting, Junie Jones, she said. People should not play with their own stinky feet. I raised my eyebrows, very curious. Then whose stinky feet should we play with? I asked. May put her hands over her ears. I am not going to listen to you today, she said. Today is Secret Santa Day, and I am not going to let you ruin my happy mood. After that, she turned around and she tapped on Lenny's head. Happy Secret Santa Day, Lenny. I can't wait for the party, can you? Lenny started to answer, but May's interrupted. I dressed in all red and green today, she said. See my socks? One is red and one is green, see? Lenny stared at her feet. When my grandpa does that, we make him go back and change, he said. May did a giggle. But I did it on purpose, Lenny. See, she said. See the ribbons in my braids? One is green and one is red. Just like my socks. And see, my sweater is green and my dress is red. She stood up and turned around. This is how everyone should dress on Secret Santa Day, she said. Every time I think about our party, it makes my skin prickle. Want to see? She closed her eyes for a second. Then she did a little quiver. Whew, I felt it, she said. I felt my skin prickle again. Lenny stared at her. I stared at her too, 'cause I never actually saw her happy before. You are acting like a nut job, I said. How come you're acting like a nut? May started to make a mad face. Then she very quickly smiled again. Ha! See that, Junie Jones? See how fast I smiled? Even you can call me names. You still can't ruin my happy mood today. I made a cuckoo sign at her. But May kept right on smiling. Pretty soon the bell rang to start school. Mr. Scary took attendance. Also, we did opening ceremonies. Then, hooray, hooray! He said it was time for room 9 to go and gift shop. I clapped my hands real loud at that happy news, 'cause pretty soon I would have my very own squeeze-a-burp. And that is a dream come true. I sprang out of my chair and I ran to the door. Yay, 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 I'm first in line, I'm the first in line! I yelled out real joyful. Then I jumped up and down, and I twirled all around, plus I skipped to and fro. Mr. Scary said, please settle down. But my feet would not stop bouncing. That's how Mr. Scary finally gave up on me, and he held my hand, and both of us led room 1 to the gift shop. I zoomed to the door as fast as I could. Then I ran straight to table 5. But wait till you hear this. There was only one squeeze-a-burp left. I did a gasp. Then I quick grabbed it and I hid it under my sweater. And I zoomed to the gift shop lady speedy fast. Quick, hurry, put this in a bag, I whispered. I don't want people to see me buying this or they might call me shellfish. The gift lady looked odd at me. Then I handed her my money and she put the burp in a bag. And no one even saw. I hid the bag in my sweater pocket. Then I walked around real calm to table 1 and I picked out 5 sets of tattoos. And guess what? Everyone in my family got their own special kind, 'cause Grandpa Miller got dinosaurs, and Mother got dragons, and Daddy got pirates, and Ollie got kitty cats. And my Grandma Helen Miller got the nice variety of swamp animals. She will love these things, I said. There is a swamp animal to match every occasion. After that, I skipped to the gift lady, and I gave her the rest of my money. She put them in the same bag. I smiled when I took the bag. These are the bestest gifts I ever bought, I told her. The gift lady nodded. Yes, she said. Tattoos and a belch. Your family will be delighted. I did a happy giggle, and then I ran to the door of the gift shop, and I lined up to go back to room 1. I'm all done, people. I'm all done with my shopping, I called out. May walked by me. This isn't a race, Junie Jones, she said. I made a face at her. Then I sat down on the floor, and I waited and waited and waited. Room 1 is the slowest shoppers you ever saw. Then finally, Mr. Scary said it was time to get back to our room. And so everybody lined up behind me, and I led them back. All of us were buzzing very much, because after lunch would be the party, of course. And the party meant, we get our Secret Santa gifts. Mr. Scary hurried back to the back of the room. Boys and girls, all of the paper sacks you decorated yesterday are lined up on the back table, he said. When I call your name, you will walk back here, and I will help you find the right bag, okay? Then you secretly drop your Santa gift inside and walk back to your desk. He smiled. We don't have much time, so we've got to be orderly. The rest of you will stay busy writing or drawing in your journals. And remember, no peeking. He called Lucille's name first. She skipped to the front of the room and did a twirl. This is just in case anyone missed seeing my expensive party dress today, she said. Then she skipped back to the back of the room with her gift shopping bag. I looked over at May. She was getting out her journal and not paying attention to me. Very sneaky. I reached my hand in the backpack and I pulled out the baggie with her coal inside. Then I bent over my very secret and I dropped the coal in my gift shopping bag. The plastic made a crinkle sound. May turned her head to see. I smiled. She was too late. The coal was ready to go. Oh, I hope she makes a better choice.